Good day, everyone. Today, our topic is about linear equations in two variables. Linear equation in two variables. To define that, a linear equation in two variables is an equation that can be written in the form of ax plus by is equal to c, where a, b, and c are all real numbers, and a and b are not equal to 0. There are two variables, and the highest exponent of the variables is 1. Now for the general form, that is ax plus by is equal to c, where a and b are the coefficient of the equation and c is a constant number. Now let's try to identify if the following are linear equations in two variables or not. Based on the definition earlier, we're going to try to identify the following. First example, 2x plus 5y is equal to 1. This example has two variables, x and y, and a constant, and the exponent of the variables is 1. If you don't see any exponent, meaning the exponent is 1. So 2x plus 5y is equal to 1 is an example of linear equation in two variables. Next example, 2x plus 4 is equal to 1. 2x plus 4 is equal to 1 has only one variable, so meaning this is not a linear equation in two variables. Another example, x plus 4 is equal to y. X plus 4 is equal to y has two variables, x and y, and a constant. And the exponent of the variables is 1. So meaning x plus 4 is equal to y is a linear equation in two variables. But if you ask why this is an example of linear equation in two variables, it is just not written in general form. But we can rewrite it in general form. The general form of x plus 4 is equal to y is x minus y is equal to negative 4. But we're going to talk about this on our next topic. Next example, 4 is equal to 7y minus 3x. This example has two variables, x and y, and a constant, and the exponent of the variables is 1, so meaning this is an example of linear equation in two variables. Another example, y is equal to 7. Obviously, this is not a linear equation in two variables because we only have one variable, y. Another example, we have 2x squared plus 5y is equal to 1. This example has two variables, x and y, and a constant, but the exponent of the variable x is 2. Again, the definition of linear equation in two variables, the highest exponent should be 1. So meaning this is not a linear equation in two variables. Now let's determine the coefficients and the constant of each of the following linear equations in two variables. Given linear equations in two variables, let's determine the coefficients and the constant. For the coefficients, these are the numbers before the letters, or the what we call numerical coefficients. For number 1, the coefficients are 3 and 7. These are the numbers before the variables. And the constant is 25. For number 2, x minus 27y is equal to 17. If you don't see any numerical coefficients, meaning the numerical coefficient is 1. For x, the numerical coefficient is 1, and for negative 27y, the coefficient is negative 27, and the constant is 17. Number 3, 4x minus 6y is equal to 1. The numerical coefficients are 4 and negative 6, and the constant is 1. Number 4, 300x plus y is equal to 52. Again, for variable y, if you don't see any numerical coefficient, the numerical coefficient is 1. So the coefficients in number 4 are 301, and the constant is 52. And number 5, 81x plus 9y is equal to negative 57. The coefficients are 81 and 9, and the constant is negative 57. Now let's evaluate. Within 2 minutes, identify if the following are linear equations in two variables or not. Here are the given. After 2 minutes, I will show you the correct answers for you to check your work. So you can start now. Here are the answers. For y is equal to 25 minus 3x, that is linear equation in two variables. For 2x plus 5y is equal to 1 is also a linear equation in two variables. 2x plus 4 is equal to y raised to 5 is not a linear equation in two variables. X plus 12 is equal to 13y is an example of linear equation in two variables. 1 is equal to 24x minus 3x is not a linear equation in two variables. 5 is equal to negative x plus 17 is not a linear equation in two variables. 2x squared plus 5y is equal to 1 is not linear equation in two variables. Let's have another activity. Complete the table below within 2 minutes. I determine the numerical coefficients and the constant. After 2 minutes, I will show you the answers or the correct answers for you to check your work. Here are the answers. For number 1, the coefficients are negative 9 and 4. Constant is 2. Number 2, the coefficients are negative 1 and negative 7, and the constant is negative 7. Number 3, the coefficients are 6 and 4, and the constant is 10. Number 4, the coefficients are 30 and negative 1. The constant is 7. And number 5, negative 64 x plus 3y is equal to negative 2. The coefficients are negative 64 and 3, and the constant is negative 2. Now that's all for linear equations in two variables.